Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Stoneshard, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our Revenger. We're taking care of business. And now, we're going to go back to the brewery and meet our buddy. Just give him the good news that, we've completed some contracts. Now, we're not going to spend any more money because the caravan takes quite a bit of money to get going. So we're going to save our money for that endeavor. And let's kind of work our way up here. Alright, so we're at the brewery, and let's just check our character. So, a little bit hungry, nothing major. They do have a cook fire here. So let's go ahead and just say, hey, you know what? Let me take these mushrooms and roast them, and then let me put these vegetables in, and we can make a nice mushroom salad, and merge this with our plate here. Seems fantastic. And we will talk to Brynn and say, let's go. Road awaits. We are going to shoot down and uncover some map, which is nice, as we move along the road, going south through Mannshire, through the vineyard, and on to Brynn. Terrific. Alright. So he wants us to meet at the tavern, which we will do. Now the great thing about this is, we already did level up, but just by walking through Brynn, we're going to get a nice boost of experience. So we will go south. And find ourselves the main gate here. They're going to give us some pamphlet that we don't want, but just, take it and read it for the rules. We do get a little experience, and then just throw it in their face. And now, not in an amazing hurry, but I'm in a hurry enough that I'd like to move south. Now we can check to see if our buddy here is selling anything good for us, equipment-wise, and the answer is no. No, not at all. Hi, and yeah. Okay, so we'll build our reputation up a little bit. Hi. Okay. And we could check the vendors here and see what's going on. This guy is the kind of general jerk. So in the center of town, you're going to find a guy like Bert who sells general stuff. The shop that I was just at, the Elven shop, they sell kind of refined goods, and they do get some nice kind of interesting weapons and shields and things later. This guy could have anything. He can buy a lot. He does, for example, have this giant, two-handed mace, which is kind of cool, but we really don't need any of this. We could buy this recipe, although it's very expensive. And there's some food vendors here. I'll scroll up. There is a shop right here with this book on it. You could sell books there for top value if you have any books. There's an expensive inn right here that we're going to pass on by. I'm just going to move south through the town. Now, I'm going to go right back up here, though, into the bank. And at the bank, at this desk back here, you can ask this guy to convert old full-weight crowns, and he will give you 4 to 1 So we had 30 and we got 120, and we're happy. And we leave. We say, yes, exactly. Thank you so much. Now we're going to go down here. And you could sell gems here for a better price. I'm going to go ahead and start merging my coin purses. I don't need this many of them. And then you notice we keep getting experience as we explore. This is where the guilds are. They won't sell you anything until you do a quest. So we're just going to push through. We're at the docks now, which is where we need to meet Varen. There is a vendor running right here. Where did this guy go? Where's my man? Oh, we're too far up. Okay. So there's okay, good. I'm just uncovering this entire place. There is a nice shop here that sells magical goods, but looks like the vendor might be gone because it's too late. And here is Varen down here. And you say, cool, what's up? And then we're going to follow him to his buddy's house. I'm going to go ahead and get a drink and collect water. And Varen's going to just lead us over here. And now we'll talk to him. And he says, yeah, we got to go inside. He's going to break it down. It wasn't locked. Trouble afoot. What happened? All right, now I need to search. So, to progress the story here, you have to kind of search around. Anytime you see a journal page, pick it up, read it. You get stories, some information about what his buddy was studying. Take anything valuable so this spirit can kind of sell. And then inspect anything with an eyeball on it. And then we could talk to Varen. And he wants us to keep looking around, and we will. And we could talk to him and say, fine, keep looking around, we will. Looks like I have to go look at this again. There we go. Okay, then we give him the journal. And then he says, keep looking, and we will. And you have to kind of walk around, and eventually you'll find this book that you can click to open this. And we go down the basement, secret passage, and now we have to search again. Just pick up all the journal pages that you see, get the journal itself. Okay. Alright, and then here's another page. Search the wardrobe. Now, here's the final page. Read it, and then we're going to take it. Now, at this point, I'm going to start getting rid of some bags. This Gwynnel's elixir is basically a heal potion. It takes away pain, intoxication, heals you, and gives you your energy back. It's kind of like an oh crap, button where you can drink this and get out of a situation where you would probably die. You can also sell it. It's worth a lot. This gem is also worth a lot. You can put it in your pouch. There's an hourglass. If we want it, it is better than our purse. And then you can search over here. A little bit of money. A cloth scrap. We can use this to repair, our cloak, I guess. And then make sure you inspect this thing. And then talk to him and say, oh, you got to inspect this. There you go. And now... oh, is there still more to explore? Oh, we haven't looked at the journal itself. We gotta, Oh, you know what? Did I not read the third page? Right, I gotta read this page. Okay, now he should talk to us. And how are we supposed to find him? We will. Alright, so now we're done. We got a bunch of cool stuff. that we can sell or use as the utility. And we need to, the quest tells us we got to head to the caravan camp. But if you look at the map, you can see it right here. So we're going to go north through the town. And what we're going to do is uncover the final quarter of Brynn here. And just really celebrate the old towers. There's a kind of a cool cooking shop here with lots of ingredients and things. And doobie-doobie-doo, we're going to work our way through the gate to the outside of the town. There's another bar over here. And this is the pawn shop. So the pawn shop actually will buy stolen stuff. But we do have to get... I can't remember what it takes if we have to get our reputation up, but they're not going to deal with this just yet. We'll get there. Sometimes they have good stuff. They charge a ton, though. And we're going to go over here. And eventually, as long as we don't get struck by lightning, we're going to find our caravan. And here it is. And this is our new mobile base. So I did kind of like a whirlwind tour through Brynn. We're going to look at this more closely when it becomes important, do some quests here. But for now, this is a little bit out of our price range. Brynn is going to sell you some really, really good stuff. You can get rep here to unlock more options. You do some quests for the guild masters, and you can buy some like off-the-books items that are very nice as well to get access to tier 3, 4, 5 gear more readily. But they don't have contracts for us, and we need to move on and start upgrading our caravan by doing contracts we can handle. So let's talk to Brynn, and he's going to give us this flag, which we can't adequately place yet. I'm going to open up our storage. One of the great things about the caravan is that you get storage. So you get a bunch of storage, and also you will see, yes, these altar bells, for example, or these candles, now they'll tell you if an item will actually be useful for upgrading the caravan, and you can drop stuff in here. Now, the other nice thing is you can put stuff in here and sell from the caravan when you're in town, as long as your caravan is close enough to the town. So I'm going to put a lot of stuff in here. I'm going to pick up this flagpole, and then we're going to walk over here to this book. This is where you can upgrade the caravan. You see that we start out with a lot of basic stuff, and then, for example, we need to plant this caravan banner. So click on this and just say yes, install it, and then we put it up, and now we've upgraded one element of the caravan. And he's telling us where we should go, and he tells us that he has an old contract that's for a job that was done near Mannshire that hopefully they'll pay us for. And we learned some of the map here, and we need to go back to Mannshire. Now, we can also take a look. For example, let's say we wanted to cook better here. If you want to build a cooking spot at your caravan, you need to get a huge cauldron, a ladle, and 2 charcoal chunks. If you want to build a prayer spot here, we need an altar, a workbench, and some nails. We can make it faster. We can get another chest. We can build training grounds, on and on and on. And so we're going to look at different vendors for the equipment and supplies we need to upgrade the caravan. It's quite expensive, but it's worth it. So now we can talk to him and say, oh, he also wants to tell us that there's allies, former companions of his, that we can recruit to help us with our caravan, and it does make things better. We can get vendors, scouts, people who can repair our gear, all kinds of great stuff to make our little mobile base more effective. Yeah, backup would be nice, sounds reasonable. So we can get a craftsman, a ranger, or a quartermaster. Now, I would like personally to have the ranger, and we need to know where Ernst is, and he's like, hey, give me 1,000 crowns and we can get there. Now, I'm not going to spend that much yet, but soon we'll do that. Finally, let's talk to him and say, let's hit the road. So where we need to go is Mannshire. Now, when you are on the hit the road screen, you'll see there's a little caravan icon for our mouse, and we can go any place where there isn't a road or some other landmark. So what you want to do is be adjacent to the town. So we want to be close to Mannshire, and I like to go right here, at least one tile, so that we can access our caravan inventory. We click this and we move. Now you'll notice it takes fodder to travel. It's what you have to feed your horses, and so make sure you have enough fodder. You can't travel if you don't, but most towns will sell it to you. It's relatively cheap, but it's just another supply that we have to keep going. You can get water from this bucket here. You can cook basic stuff until we get the pot here. We obviously have our storage chest, and you can even sleep here. So let's just rest, save the game. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to eat. So let's see what's going to spoil. 2 days, 3 days, 1 day. So let's eat that. And I'm going to walk to Mannshire. So we're at 400 experience. Great. Okay. So, charcoal chunks. Get these. There's 2 right here from this burned down building. You mouse over them. We need them for the caravan. Excellent. Free charcoal. Now we're going to come up here. This is the blacksmith. You could talk to the blacksmith apprentice, and she can repair your stuff. So you, a crowbar, all kinds of fun stuff. There we go. That should be everything. This is almost at full durability. Let's just be topped off. Excellent. She also sells nails, which you need for the caravan. Usually you can just find these, but it is helpful to just buy some supplies like this. Now, this dude will sell us, for example, the huge cauldron, so we can make a cooking spot. And we definitely want this because we cook all the time. He also will sell you some cooler, pieces of armor here that we might want to upgrade us. And the higher our reputation here, the better he will sell. There's also, does he have a better two-handed axe? He does not. Well, so this one is similar. It's too similar to purchase it, I'll tell you that much. It has a few trade-offs, but we're not going to go for it. We're going to keep what we have. So I am going to buy this, like that, so we can get a cooking spot. And also, let's go to the trapper here, and you can say, hey, I want to sell you something. And if you click this bottom tab, you can now, the caravan button over here on your storage side, as long as your caravan's close enough, you can access it, and we can sell them like this spirit, for example. And you can also buy items to go directly into your storage if you don't have enough space, for example. This guy up here, the carpenter, he should be selling some supplies. He's selling wheels, he's selling a chest, he's selling a straw dummy. All things that we can use to upgrade the caravan, as well as the toolbox. And trust me, we want all of this stuff. So this is amazing because it'll help us go faster, use less supplies when we're traveling. I am going to go to the caravan, and I'm going to buy the wheels, I'm going to buy the straw dummy, and I'm going to buy the toolbox. Excellent. Okay. Now, let's go talk to finally the guy is around that we can get a ride with, the village elder, which is right here. And we're going to ask him about the contract. And we're going to say, do you need any help? And he's like, sure. And then we give him the paper, and he's like, this is too old. We can't pay you. And I lie to him and say I did it. And he's like, you know, I can't give you your money. And I'm like, I'm not leaving until I'm paid. And then you can just say, give me a little bit of money. And he will. And then you could say, need a mercenary. And he has 2 skull contracts for us. Now, these are going to be hard, but we'll take one to see what it's like. And I accept. All right. So we have now a 2 skull contract that we can do. And we are geared up and ready to go. Now, we have a little bit of time to do this. And let's make sure we go all the way back to the caravan and drop some stuff off before we go on this mission. So the contract is way over here. And that's no problem. I'm going to go here and let's see. I'm going to put some stuff in the storage. I'm going to drop in all these nails like so, these charcoal chunks, and see if we can upgrade anything. See what we're missing. So if you can upgrade something, it'll be shining like this. So the wheels need a hammer and some oil, no problem. And this needs a ladle, also no problem. Confirm. Boom, we built the workbench. And I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Do I have fatigue? I do. So let's just go ahead then and rest. Now you'll note I'm resting here. I do get a rested bonus, but if we upgrade the caravan by building this modest tent, we get more vigor. And we don't have to rest as long. So that's certainly also another thing that we want to do. I'm going to drink. I'm going to collect water. Oh, we're full. And, oh, the magistrate is here? Okay, cool. And you can ask him if he heard anything interesting. He hasn't. And we have some food. We're going to eat this. It's going to spoil. But we don't have quite enough food at the moment. So I'm going to go into town. And how many berries do I have? 1. It's not enough. It's just not enough. All right. We're going to go back into town. Oh, here we go. How many did I get that time? Okay, we have 3, which is good. I'd love 1 more if I could find it. I was not able to find it. I'm going to go up 1 screen. I just need 1 more berry. Come on, berry. Oh my god. But just 1? Alright, fine. Don't give me a berry. I didn't... Oh, here we go. Okay, so now we have 5, which is plenty. Now, the reason I'm getting all these berries is because we can make fruit salad, which is a great thing for us to eat. Gooseberry. And you need 2 berries and 2 fruit to make fruit salad. So you might be saying, well, where's your... Oh, here's a nest. Where's your berries? Or where's your fruit? The fruit is at the orchard, and we're going to go to the orchard right now. How many plates do I have? I have just 1 bowl, but I should be hungry enough to probably, eat this by the time we get there. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go into town, and near the top of town, you will find there is also a vendor up here. But we're going to go here, and then you could talk to Old Tot, and he asks if you need a ride. And I'm going to say I do. And he could take you to certain safe places, and he could take us to the orchard. It costs 16 coins, but I'm going to go there. It's getting us close to where we need to go for the contract, so saving us time, and it's just a safe way to travel. And then once we get here, you're going to see just lying along the ground everywhere are apples. Sometimes the apples will start to rot, but for now they're all good. This is not stealing, just take as many apples as you would like. And then we can cook these apples and make fruit salad, which is just phenomenal. I need some more apples. Give me the apple. There we go. You can also just eat the apples. That's fine too. Oh, okay, that's... Don't go in there, that's stealing. Alright, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. So we don't have a fire yet, but we'll get one. So if you go along the road, expect to get attacked by enemies. We can actually... craft a brushwood bundle, which will help us make a fire. So if we could find enough sticks, we can make a brushwood bundle to build our own fire, but we shouldn't need that. Oop, there's a lentil. There's some hemp. Alright, and I'm just going to go down. Keep on the lookout for bad guys. It's a dangerous world. There will be a fire at the destination, I am pretty sure. Okay, so this is a feral dog. I'm just going to step off the map, and hopefully it doesn't follow us. It shouldn't. I don't want to fight it right now. It's not the end of the world, but... Actually, we do want to fight it. I usually try to avoid fights, but these dogs are a good fight. And you might say, well, how? Because we could potentially get a pelt from them, which would mean we could craft a bedroll and get a bunch of experience. And I'm going to shout. There's actually several of them. Okay, so we critically hit and somehow swept across and hit all of them. Now, that is new to me. I don't know if that's just a property of two-handed axes, is that if you crit, it can do a sweeping strike like that, but that was amazing. So we got a bunch of kills, and there's dogs all over the place. So what you want to do is you want to go into your skills, and we're going to go over to survival, and we're going to grab this butchering skill, and I'm just going to click it and pick it up and put it where reload used to be because I'm not carrying a ranged weapon. And then I'm going to click butchering, and as long as you have a bladed weapon, you can butcher these animals or anything that's there. There's a pelt right there that's available to be butchered. And then we're going to butcher this. There's also meat, which you can get. Ooh, we got a couple of pelts. So our weapon, I'm going to harvest this, and I'm going to do this, and we'll eat this. And then we're just going to take a pelt. Yeah, okay, it's going to be hard to carry. So, well, I need the hemp. Get rid of 1 coin purse. Get rid of this leather. We'll take 1 pelt at a time. We need rope, and we need straw. Straw is super easy to get. Let me show you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 berries. 8 berries. I actually don't need that many. I'm just going to eat a couple, and I'm going to just pick up like nettle or something like that. And then you can make hay with a couple of herbs, but you can also just go ahead and make straw in the same way. So nettle is not really good. Oh, there's more dogs down here. Interesting. There's a bunch of doggies. All right, we'll shout at them. Scare them. So these dogs are terrible, as you can see. And we will butcher all of them, just see if we can get any pelts. The pelts shouldn't deteriorate, so they should just always be here if we get any. The meat we can use to make kebabs. It's not great to eat, but... Just going to eat that mushroom. Now, I'm going to pick up this agrimony, for example, and just do that. And then I should be able to craft, and we get some hay, which we can use to make the bedroll. We just need one more hemp to make a rope. But also, you could just find rope. For example, right down here. So, we're doing great. There might be some more pelts there, and we're going to try to turn all of those into bedrolls to just get free experience, be able to save the game, sell them, etc. And we've got a lot of food that we can craft, and we're on a 2-skull contract. It's going to be tough, but we're going to give it our all. Everyone, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying this series and this character like I am. I will check you next time. Take care.